What's going on, guys? I have been going back and forth of should I review this or not. But with me not only reviewing The Flash and other DC shows throughout the years, as well as talking about it and all the issues that has occurred with not only Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends, Black Lightning, other shows. You know, Armageddon with it starting. Some I've seen more people state about Flash saying that it is pretty much the same, but it's getting better. Again, I'm going to say this. If you are a fan of The Flash, of the show, that is fine. But also, if you disagree with a lot of what's going on, that is fine. Me, I am giving my review on this because of what I think. Me personally, this is what they always do. They start off with having Barry be a badass, and then they give him that, like, oh, I don't know what to do. And the entirety of this story is within 6 months where it starts up, because Caitlin is with Barry. She's wanting to possibly start dating again. Then there's different kind of heists going on with the Royal Flush Gang. Barry's able to handle them. We find out that the new captain, the one that was on Barry's ass last year and took Joe's job, that she is now not only a meta, but she is now the captain of the police, as well as, Roy returns as the Atom, and he's in for a tech con, but at the same time Chester is wanting to be up his ass, be his new liaison, and he kind of oversteps, but then he kind of helps Ray realize of different things he wants to do, and then we do see a team up with Atom as well as Flash. But what really gets me is the entirety of this episode, you're trying to figure out what exactly is going on, and with this new villain of who exactly he's supposed to be, and the villain doesn't even seem to be that dangerous, or what the so-called threat is. There really is no threat that has been yet decided as of right now, and this is what they did with the last crossover. This is the reason why the last crossover was so bad, and that I shit on it for so many times of what it did to not only Arrow, but Flash and the others. The only good thing it did was bringing all the worlds together. That was the only good thing it did. But other than that, they screwed it all up, and I feel like they're just going to keep doing it with this one. Yes, they're bringing back other characters, such as Supergirl. They're bringing back, Mia Smoke as, Green Arrow. We're bringing, Black Lightning, the Atom, Batwoman, all these different characters. But at the same time, they're missing the point of what the Flash is. They're saying, oh, the Flash is going to go bad. Okay, this ain't the first time we've heard it. We've seen Barry go bad, twice now? 2-3 times? And there's always a reason why, and the world's going to end. It makes no sense. And then we're going to say, Iris says that one of the times, he's the most strongest, he's something like we never faced. You always say that crap. You always say that crap. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And Iris, of course, is now getting more screen time with, her company. And then I don't understand. This is the reason why I think so many fans have jumped ship. And if you guys don't believe me, read comments online, from Facebook to Twitter, because a good majority of the fans are not enjoying this show anymore. A good percentage of any fans of The Flash or the CW dropped. I did not watch this the day it came out. It took me a week to finally get on board and finally say, okay, I want to give this a try. Because I had other shows I'd rather watch than The Flash. And that's very sad to say. Because with me being not only a DC fan, but a Flash fan, that's very sad to say. Because why? Because The Flash is not as good as it used to be. It is too focused on other agendas, focusing on side characters more than the main character. You're making the main character weak. You're giving screen time to characters that don't need more screen time than the main character. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. And you wonder why fans are upset. And then you want to bring other things in there for the writing. I don't know. I don't blame the actors. I'm not really blaming the actors. There's been so many rumors of, Grant wanting to leave the show, or, Candace wanting to leave the show, or others. There was even, Danielle Panabaker, she was thinking about leaving the show. But at the same time, we have other characters that have thought about leaving, or other actors that thought about leaving. Tom Campbell, he left. We lost Cisco. Joe West, didn't really see him in this one. So we don't know exactly who's going to be returning in this season. And we're going to have other ones come in, but it's like, oh my God, we can't face him. He's the strongest ever. It's the same crap. And that's what gets really annoying. It's the same thing. It's too repetitive. It's predictable. You're making Flash look weak. You're giving, like, oh, well, he's not the leader that we know him to be. And it's just beyond stupid. You're giving too many characters screen time and too much, like, oh, here you go, that a boy or that a girl, and it's ridiculous. Why are you giving these characters more screen time that they really don't deserve? Like, you're giving Iris more like she's one of the main characters. Yes, she's one of the main characters, but at the same time, she's not as important as Barry, or same thing. And it's pretty sad that, and there's been a lot of fans out there, and I've seen so many different fans say, oh, well, Caitlin and Barry have more, in common than, him and Iris, or this and that and the other. I'm not going to get into that, but it's one of those where, as a fan, if you go from season 1 all the way to now, not that much has changed with Iris. Yeah, she's more knowledgeable now of the multiverse and powers and having to try to run a business. That's about it. And it's sad, though, that for Barry to now try to be leading this version of the Justice League in this Arrowverse that Oliver left him to do, we're going to be seeing Black Lightning more want to be the big brother / father role, like how, Oliver was to Barry, instead of Barry just, picking up the mantle, so to speak, and just leading, which we all know he can do. We all know he can do that. But it's just like they don't want him to do that. They'd rather give it to somebody else that technically doesn't deserve it. I'm sorry. I mean, Black Lightning shouldn't be leading this team. Superman should not be leading this team. Supergirl should not be leading this team. Flash should be leading this team. I'm sorry. They need to go and show order. Flash should be the one next in line. And if they get rid of Flash, maybe it should be Supergirl next. Or one of the Legends. Or it should be Superman. I mean, come on. It's not hard to figure out. I don't know, guys. I really don't know how this new crossover is going to be. So far, it's very predictable. I'm not enjoying it right now. I wish it was better. I'm hoping it will improve. If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.